Hello, I'm Manawiltus, and today we're going to be looking at some more dank art here. We're only going for the top tier art, the top kek art, the top meme art, okay? So if you think that you're one of those people that comes around with, I don't know, your lol cat or whatever, get out of here. This is not the place for you. Well, if you want to stay, I don't mind. But let's get right into the action. But to make some dank art, some dank memes, we need some dank music. So I'm gonna start up some nice beats for us here. Okay, so let's get this party started. So there we go. Maybe not quite that loud. Let's lower it a little bit. And there we have it. Let's get some dank music in. And right now, let's think about what do we want to draw here. So first of all, background color, because it's harder to change later on. What is the background color we want here? So let me edit something out here. Something maybe a bit of a light gray. We're gonna use that. Bam. That's our background. People may say not the prettiest color, but who cares? I like it. So, actually, maybe I want the beat slightly more intense than that. So there we go. Okay. So now let's get some shapes on there. Let's get a rectangle. Let's make it red. A nice thick border for it. Bam. And let's zoom out. It's not centered, but that's actually what we want here. So, next step, pull out your pencil. Size doesn't matter. Size does matter, but it doesn't matter right now, because what we're doing here is we're making some, actually, it actually does matter, not just at certain points, but at this point as well. So let's do this. We're drawing a person. We're using blue since it's the color that is it both contrasts and complements gray. So blue and gray are also always some very common colors here. So we're drawing a person. This is a high intelligence individual, so the head is going to have a very large shape there. So a high intelligence individual. Arms. There we go. But this person's having some fun. So the arms are kind of like that. There we go. Let's draw a face. A nice big smile. Jaws are a bit high on the head, but you know what? Who cares? Let's get some eyes there. There you go. There's an eye. And let's get some hair. And let's make it some brown hair. We'll use a bit of a smaller. So remember, when drawing hair like this, drawing it strand by strand, what you don't want to do is draw it back and forth, because what that will lead to is the ends of the strands sort of making a V shape and coming back up, and that's highly unrealistic, and that's not what you want. So this person has sort of medium length hair there, as you can see, but clearly also has a very large brain. Alright. Next step. Step 5 is this. So we're gonna go with a lighter blue, and we're gonna draw something that everybody wants to see, and that's a little car. Wheels are not round because roundness is too modern. We want to go a bit too postmodern. Go overboard. We're gonna really trigger some people here. We're gonna trigger Adolf Hitler. He's not gonna like it, but you know what? Who cares? So, we've got a bit of a trunk on the car, but actually, trick. That's not the trunk. The trunk is actually not there. Nor is it here, because this car doesn't have a trunk. Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this? Window. side window. Side window shouldn't be too large because in a real car you don't want to have windows everywhere because otherwise it's a pretty big problem, and a sort of back window somewhat. There we go. And the car has a steering wheel over here on this side, but exposed engine block. There we go, classic. But it also has another exposed engine block in the back. You ready for this? And there's nobody driving the car, but we want everybody to know that this car is in midair. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna draw a bit of a swirly. So let's get a smaller brush on, a smaller pencil that is, not that small, maybe this small, and let's do this. Whoosh! It's up in the air. It's up in the air. So that's why the wheels aren't round, by the way. It's because it's those aren't actual rotating wheels. Those are electromagnetic devices that raise up the car away from the ground. Okay. So you get my drift. So the memes are real here, but we need to put a big title. And the title, of course, is going to be Century Gothic, because honestly, it's the best font. And all you Stellaris people trying to steal my font, trying to steal my Century Gothic, why don't you go somewhere else, okay? Go somewhere else. Why don't you take your little Stellaris meme and give up, okay?
Kill the flesh.
Kill the flesh, yes. Okay, so the color here is going to be an interesting color. We're going to go that shade a bit, but we're going to change it up. We're going to make it slightly lighter. And that's our color. And that's going to be Spirit of Dank. And nobody's gonna complain. Nobody. If you complain, you're dead to me. You're dead. Dead forever. So let's get a bit of a box around it so people know what to look at. So the outline solid color fill is no fill. Alright. Spirit of Dank. But now that we're done with that, we need some esoteric geometry. So let's go back to our brushes. And we're gonna take an oil brush, because oil painting is the new meme of this generation. If you're not oil painting, who do you think you are? Some sort of weirdo who doesn't oil paint? Come on, get real. So let's find a nice color here. A green, a light green. That's gonna be kind of nice. A little bit of a lime, as the professionals call it. So we're gonna do something here. So 1. It's a 2. It's a 3. It's a 4. You ready? You ready for this? It's a 5. It's a 6. It's a 7. And everybody knows only total scrubs do an 8 in 2 strokes, okay? 8 is 1 stroke. 8 is a 1 fluid movement. If you do it in more than 1 movement, there's something wrong with you. And we're gonna get a 9 on here as well. There's a 9. But wait, what's so esoteric about this? What's esoteric is that we can do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. But what's more esoteric, okay, you ready for this? Is that we can do this. 4, 5, etc. And you may say, is that not dank? How's that dank? You're not realizing this hidden meaning behind it. There's a hidden meaning. The hidden meaning. And you should be guided to that hidden meaning by looking at the picture. What is that car doing? You're thinking cars would of course have 1 engine in the front or in the back. But this one has 2 engines. 1 in the front and 1 in the back. And guess what? It's not rolling on wheels. It's moving through the air. It has attained dimensions beyond what cars are normally capable of. And that's what this person understands. The person with the skull understands that. That person has a large brain and is capable of processing that information and understanding that when you look at these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 1-dimensional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you can go 2 dimensions, but you can split off and go more dimensions and more dimensions and more dimensions. But still, you may think dimensions, 1 dimension, 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions, that's still linear. You can go dimensions in the 2nd dimension, dimensions in the 3rd dimension, dimensions in the 4th dimension. Okay, you ready for this? Hyperdimensions. As your dimensions go up, like a number line, you can make dimensions go up in a square. You can make dimensions go up in a cube. You can make dimensions go up in a hypercube. And guess what? That hyperdimension is still linear. So it goes on to a hyperdimension where your dimensions on top of dimensions going up linearly instead go up in 2-dimensional dimensions on top of dimensions that are counted linearly. And those going up to that 3rd level are also counted linearly. You can go up beyond that and beyond that. That is my breakthrough in higher dimensional geometry. And if people disagree, people are wrong, okay? It works. It just works. Trust me, okay? I'm an expert. Power scale. World's foremost power scaling experts. World class. Nobody else has gotten as deep as I have in the dimensional tiering hole, okay? Nobody has. I am the preeminent expert on dimensional tiering. There we go. So that is the Spirit of Dank. It's to go with the memes, okay? Take a look at the memes. That's a meme right there. It's a meme. And understand the hidden meaning behind the memes. Not necessarily an expressed meaning, but perhaps a meaning that is supposed to only be understood in the subconscious. And once you understand that, you attain true power in the meme universe. Because then you realize that memes are a method of communication beyond regular communication, wherein you can understand things that are hidden, things that are not necessarily open for everyone to understand. Something that you know nobody will understand, and that is the true Spirit of Dank, where it comes down, it's dank, you know it, the meme masters know it, the people on 4chan may or may not know it, but the normies, who cares? They don't even want to know, they don't need to know, because these things are beyond their comprehension, because of the way that the minds have been shaped of those who know memes. Now, it does not necessarily mean that they are more intelligent. Of course not. What it means is that they have a capability to understand something that past generations would not be able to understand. Just like today, people today may not understand what past generations have understood, etc. So it's a bit of a trade-off. But that is the nature of a meme and why a meme works. It's because it's something that you understand. Its understandability is what makes it a meme. And the fact that something may intentionally be ununderstandable is what makes it an even higher tier meme. And that it is intentionally made to be ununderstandable, however, has a hidden meaning that shows even deeper understanding, and that hidden meaning is specifically transferred because of the uninformative nature of a meme. That is where you reach true dankness. So I'll stop here for now. Alright, so I'm back. I've put it on DeviantArt. Let's get our dank beats back up. There we go. Our dank beats are now back up. So what is the Spirit of Dank? This masterpiece displays the true nature of dankness in its meaning, its underlying absence of meaning, and in its esoteric meaning hidden under the absence of meaning, which is hidden under the pretense of meaning. IQ greater than 313. No. 31337. Phrase. Okay. Period. There we go. And there you have it. And let's put some tags. Dank memes. Esoteric. Geometry. Geometry. Higher dimensional geometry. Enter. Oh, no, I messed that up. Higher dimensional geometry. And vehicles. And we're gonna select the category here. And we're gonna say digital art. And what will we put here? Surreal? I don't know. Or maybe it should go under... Well, it's not going to go under Fanimation. Gonna put it under the other category. Or maybe I should... go under some frequently used category, maybe. No, I think that's really all we can do. Other. So there we have it. It's an other category. Allow comments, and everything seems to be going well. So let's do it. So anyway, thank you all, and I'm always still open for collaborations. If you'd like to collaborate with me, I'd be happy to do it. Doesn't have to be art. It can be anything. It can be discussion. It can be gaming. It can be music making. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'll do it. Unless it's smut. I won't do smut. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you all next time on Awotos over and out.